So we're moving on with our 48 Laws of Power energy reading series. The 48 Laws of Power is a book written by Robert Greene, and this is law number 32, play into people's fantasies. So fantasies appeal to everyone, right? I mean, this world would be very, very difficult to navigate and get through if we didn't have the ability to fantasize, to visualize about better things, different things, right? We love to escape reality, and there's so many ways to do it nowadays. But according to this law, appealing to people's fantasies is a way to attract power. So the following are different types of fantasies that people can offer and or deceive the masses with. The first is transformative change. I can say that word, transformative change. It's the promise of overnight success instead of the reality that working hard and long on something is the only way to guarantee your success. People love to believe in changes that don't require pain or sacrifice. A good example of this is the weight loss industry. I mean, many of you know, if you've been listening to my videos, I've been working in the health and fitness industry for over 20 years, and it never fails, right? Every year they come out with some kind of quick fix, fucked up gimmick that ultimately puts people in a cycle of yo-yo dieting, or at worst, detrimentally affects their health. Okay, because there really is no quick fix. Just a little side note, if you are somebody that's trying to lose weight or get healthy, any type of dietary changes, exercise changes that you make, your body has to adapt to it. Okay, and that just takes time. That adaptation phase generally takes between 8 to 12 weeks. So if you are doing anything, don't expect to see results before then. Or if you do see results, they're going to be minimal. And if you do see results before that, it's because you had a significant amount of weight to lose. All right. So let me get back to the energy reading here. The second way that fantasies are offered is through adventure, right? We can enter a place where there are no rules, no boundaries. That's why we take vacations. That's why there's places like sex clubs and cannabis clubs, places where we can escape reality, right? And indulge in our pleasure, our deepest, darkest fantasies, things like that. That's very adventurous. It's very appealing to people, even if it's just a temporary thing. The third way that fantasies are offered in an appealing way is through unity and belonging, right? We all want to feel like we fit in, but we want to feel like we're a part of a group that has the same goals and objectives as we do. But there's absolutely somebody for everybody, okay? There are over 8 billion people on the planet right now. So don't allow yourself to get sucked into the fantasy of believing that you need a particular person or group. What you need to do is be open and receptive to loving and supportive relationships, if that's what you want in your life, as opposed to maybe being involved in the fantasy that a relationship that you're currently in or people that you're currently involved in are serving your highest good, okay? But everyone has a soul family. And the last fantasy that appeals to people is the idea of immortality, the idea that we can live forever, the idea that we can be forever young, right? That we can physically extend our life. Look younger, feel younger. That's why there's so much plastic surgery. And this even goes back to those weight loss gimmicks, right? There's a lot of beauty hacks and things like that out there. I mean, my whole thing is either you got it or you don't. And I'm not opposed to anybody who gets plastic surgery or any type of body enhancement if it's going to make them feel good and boost their self-esteem. I am opposed to people getting it because they feel like they're not good enough. They feel like they don't have enough self-love and value as they are currently. It's one thing to enhance what you already have in love. It's another to try to fill in a void with something outside of yourself, because that never works, right? If anything, these people that are getting these body enhancements for those purposes because they don't feel good enough, because they have body dysmorphia, the repeated plastic surgeries and the repeated body augmentations only make the situation worse because it's never enough, right? They're not really targeting the true need, the true emptiness within themselves, okay? But I want to also talk about toxic positivity when it comes to this law, because I feel like from a spiritual perspective, this is another way that people buy into the fantasy, right? That if you are more spiritually advanced, if you are more connected to yourself, that you're not going to have problems, that you're not going to have pressures. Toxic positivity is defined as the pressure to only display emotions and energies that are positive and suppressing any negative emotions, feelings, or reactions or experiences. But suppression leads to depression. So it's not helpful to disregard your negative emotions or feelings, right? Your feelings are your indicators. They're your navigators in this life. And it's very important that you identify what it is that you're feeling, because then you can change your thinking, which ultimately caused that feeling, right? They go back and forth. And if you're an older soul, I just want to say this. If you're an older soul, somebody that has had many lifetimes, or you have more wisdom in this life, you're going to have more challenges in this life, because it's part of your soul mission to be a positive example to other people, to show people that they can overcome these specific challenges. Because if you're somebody that's going through a lot of things, people are watching you, okay? We all love to see people going through shit. We love to watch people's drama. Don't act like it's just me. But some of these people, they're meant to be on display like that, because you're supposed to watch them overcome these challenges, these obstacles. And it serves as an example to people that could be stuck in that same situation. Okay? It's also important to remember that the human experience is a projection of our inner reality, but it's not a fantasy. Okay? People like to say, again, with this toxic positivity, that, the 3D is an illusion, which it is, from a quantum physics perspective. But the feelings that we have towards the reality that we're experiencing are real. This virtual reality, the feelings are real, and they have a real impact on us. So don't be fooled, okay? Don't be a pessimist either, but use your common sense, right? Find that happy medium where you are facing reality, but staying positive about the reality that you're creating. And remember, if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.